Hello, my name is Josh. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I've recently been through a divorce. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Today, I'd like to talk about a poem that I found to be really helpful to me through the divorce process. But first, I'd like to explain kind of the circumstance under which I found myself, that I found it to be so helpful. So, I believe it to be a very common experience that as we are going through the divorce process, and you have the pain of divorce that you're dealing with. There's the emotional pain that comes with that. But one of the difficult things that I faced at least, is I kind of tied myself up into my marriage, and my future plans all involved my marriage, or my partner. And so now that I was in a position where I was not going to be married, all my plans were having to change. My whole future was going to change, and as a matter of fact, perhaps my whole eternity was going to change. And so that leaves you, at least it left me, in a position of feeling very vulnerable. There's a lot of cause for concern. There's a lot of anxiousness. There's a lot of fear and trepidation around the future, because the carpet's been pulled out from underneath you. So that's a very common thing for people to go through. And we're kind of left wondering, in a way, who are we? Like, who am I? What person do I want to be? What do I want in my future? A lot of those questions come, and they're questions that we kind of maybe thought we resolved, maybe when we were 18, 19, 20, or, early 20s, or whatever that is. They're questions that we felt had been resolved, at least in part, and now no longer. So as I was struggling with that, I ran across a poem by Rudyard Kipling called If. And I'd like to read that right now. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or be hated, don't give way to hating. And yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose, and start again at the beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and your nerve and sinew to serve you long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. As I've read that poem and listened to that poem countless times in the last couple of years, it just makes me aspire to something higher. It has helped inspire me to become something more than what I am. And although it doesn't lay out my future plans for me, it sets a direction for me, for the kind of person I want to be. And I think that was the first step in feeling like I have a little bit more of a secure future, was knowing who I wanted to be. And what kind of attributes and virtues I wanted to have. So I hope this poem helps you in some way. I will put a link down below to someone else who reads it with probably far more vocal command. But I encourage you to listen to it or read it again and again. It's really helped me. So again, finally, my name is Josh, and I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And this channel is not endorsed by the church. All of my thoughts are my own. I am not a counselor or a therapist. I'm just someone who's been through divorce, who's learned a few lessons along the way, has a lot left to learn, but is willing to share and help in any way I can. Thank you.